Welcome back to Decked Out.
On today's episode, we are joined by Senpapi Gabe, NicPlz, and Joe Cherries for another episode of Boys Night.
As always, thank you to our sponsors, Tales of Adventure, Moxfield, and Ultimate Guard, but more on them later in the video.
All right, let's go ahead and get to the game, and I'm expecting Veggie to be on his very best behavior.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Senpapi Gabe, a silly, funny guy that makes silly, funny videos all over the internet. And today, I'm playing one of my favorite commanders, Felix 5 Boots. And this guy wants to do one thing and one thing only, Ninjutsu. Now, Ninjutsu, for those of you who don't know, is a weird mechanic that's super not that great, so powerful, unless you're playing Yurigo, which I am, but it's not that good in the 99. However, Felix makes this all the better, because if he's out on the battlefield, whenever I get a Ninjutsu trigger, I get double the Ninjutsu triggers, which means double the fun.
What's up, everybody? I'm NicPlz. Today I'm playing Zell from the new Final Fantasy set. It is mono red lands matter. Really what I'm trying to do is turbo Valakut and just dash out a bunch of lightning bolts and kill people with damage. However, the backup is Zell gets big from buffing it with equipment. So as a backup, we can always just kill people with one giant hit.
Hey everyone, I'm Joe Cherries. Today I'm playing Renmaw Creaking Nest. This is a really strange deck that wants you to play things that are two different types at the same time. Because when you do, everybody, and I mean everyone at the table, gets a 2/2 tapped bird that is goated for the entire game. So the plan here is just play stuff with two types, and then from there, guess what? They're gonna attack each other. That's all I have to do. Nothing after that.
I'm Veggiewagonyee, and with my commander Plagon, Lord of the Beach, we're gonna be looking for Instagram influencers. That's right, every creature that's worked on its glutes is going to be a future card draw every time that Plagon enters the battlefield. Now, this is typically an archetype that I don't let myself play, but we can have a little Azorius Blink as a treat.
Today's featured sponsor is the #1 deck building and sharing site, and that's Moxfield.
And you know why they're #1? Because this show would not function without Moxfield. The sheer number of decks that we have to brew and build for the show is absurd. You know how many episodes we had? And the number of repeat decks is like practically 0. And so if I have to go through my actual physical card collection every time to come up with a new deck, then we would still be on like episode 4. It is the only way that I am able to actually easily put down like the deck lists that we are assembling en masse. And I know a lot of you brewers out there have got billions and billions of things on your Moxfield, and that is the only way that you would ever be able to just keep track of all those decks.
Yeah, we're building about 50 decks a month between your shorts and the gameplay episodes. It's constant, and it's an easy way for us to share all of those deck lists with you.
Yeah, there would be no way that I could keep all of those decks in my shorts. And one of my favorite features is being able to keep multiple windows open with Scryfall and EDH Rec and just clicking and dragging cards all over the place into my Moxfield lists. It makes building so much easier.
And my favorite thing is that you don't even need to build the decks to test them out, because Moxfield has a built-in playtester, so you can shuffle it up, goldfish a little bit, and see if the deck works the way you wanted it to.
Well, unlike my many decks, let's keep this short. I think it's time for us to play Magic.
Welcome to the table. Let's see who goes first. 19.
16.
10.
I'm coming in. Oh.
8.
Is that even on camera?
I know.
Just barely off the edge.
I lost, so it's good, you know.
I will play a forest and pass.
Okay. I'm gonna play a Yavimaya Coast. I will take an Ouchie, and I'm gonna play out a Triton Shorestalker. It's basically a 1/1 that can't be blocked. Triton Shorestalker is one of the many pieces that every ninja deck needs. A small little guy that's unblockable that we can use to ninjutsu out some really big cards.
I will play a Forbidding Watchtower. Yes. It makes white mana, but can also turn into a 1/5 if I pay 2 mana. Pass.
I'm gonna play Pit of Offerings tapped. It comes to the battlefield tapped. When Pit of Offerings enters the battlefield, exile up to 3 target cards from graveyards. There are none here, but this is my makeshift Bojuka Bog in a mono red deck. I'll pass.
We have Bojuka Bog at home.
All right, I'll play a Swamp for turn, and then cast a Nature's Lore to search for a forest and put it onto the battlefield. Boop. Look, a forest. I wish I could use that green mana, but I can't. Go ahead.
I am going to play a swamp as my land for turn, and then I'm going to lose another life to my Yavimaya Coast, and I'm going to play a Baleful Strix. It is a 1/1 flying death-touching bird, and when it enters the battlefield, I will draw a card. After that, I will pass.
I'm gonna play a Baldur's Gate, which can add mana equal the number of gates I control, but I'm just using it for one. Play an Azorius Signet, and I'll pass.
Gonna do a snow-covered mountain. Gonna tap 2 and then cast Black Blade Reforged. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. And its equip cost is 7, but you can equip the legendary creature for only 3 measly mana.
Oh, good. You were going to one-shot us. Now you're going to one-shot us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like one-shots? Well, your one-shots got one-shots. I'll pass from here.
I'm going to start my turn off by tapping a black mana for a Dark Ritual to make 3 black mana. Now that we have that, we will do green, because, you know, this is just GG. And I'll play my commander, Rendmaw, Creaking Nest. It's got menace, it's got reach, and whenever I play something with 2 or more types, everybody gets a 2/2 bird that is goated until the end of the game. So when it enters, everyone will get Void, and how about a Void? And then I thought I had to draw lands for the next 2 turns. But now with the power of Golgari Rot Farm to bounce a land back to my hand, so I'll have my land drop next turn. Pass.
I'm gonna play an island as my land for turn. I'm gonna go to combat, and Nick, I'm gonna swing my 2/2 bird over at you.
Is that all your attacks?
Yes.
Okay, so before combat?
With no blockers declared.
Correct.
Don't you do it.
Turns out with Renmaw, I don't even need to swing with Trained Shore Stalker. I could just ninjutsu out the birds. I'm gonna pay 2, a blue and a black, and I'm gonna ninjutsu in a Yuriko, the Tiger Shadow. It's not that scary in the 99, I swear. But Yuriko says, whenever a ninja deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of my library. I put that card into my hand. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of cards, equal to that card's mana value.
Game changer.
So I'm going to flip over the top card. It is going to be a Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel. I will put that into my hand, and everyone loses 2 life. But after that, I'm just going to pass.
I'm gonna play a Reliquary Tower, and I'm gonna pay 2 for an Azure Beastbinder. It's a 1/3 with vigilance, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or greater, and when it attacks up to 1 target artifact, creature, or planeswalker loses all abilities, and if it's a creature, it turns into a 2/2. Azure Beastbinder is so underrated, and you should be playing more of it, because for only 2 mana, you get to shut off the best creature on the board, and you only have to get in on 1 opponent to be able to do it. And I don't want you all touching my Beastbinder, so I'll also play a Spellskite. It's an 0/4. I can pay a Phyrexian blue to change the target of a spell or ability to the Skite. I feel like I'm more suspicious of nice ninjas. So Gabe, 2 in the air?
I will, oh, actually.
You gonna block that with the strings?
No, I'm gonna take 2.
I was gonna say, how much do you hate birds of personality?
I prefer Birds of Paradise.
I'll pass turn.
Gonna play another snow-covered mountain. Tap for 3. Cast my commander, Zell, aka Zach, correct, the nickname, yes. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Zell gets +1/+0 for each land you control. At the beginning of your end step, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Currently, it is a 3/3. I'm gonna play an Urza's Cave as my second land per turn. It can add generic, or for 3 mana and sack, I can search my library for any land card, put it in the battlefield, tap, and then shuffle, which is very relevant when you're looking for a specific land to win in your deck.
Command Tower.
Command Tower, correct. Goes great in mono red.
Nothing could be better than perfect fixing.
I will move to combat because unfortunately I have a bird. And I think we've all agreed that we are swinging our goated birds at Gabe because he...
Who agreed to that? I did not agree to that.
Oh, yeah, just silently. We had a poll.
I also didn't agree.
We all gave each other like a little...
Yeah.
You don't have to worry, Gabe. I didn't agree to that.
Thank you, thank
So
you.
you have a 2/2 goated bird with a fantastic personality. Has some great hobbies, really great relationship with their parents.
You can stop, I'm just gonna take the 2.
Okay.
I like that you took an extra damage. You're like, stop.
Hearing about how good the bird was, it hurt a little bit.
Second main phase, nothing there. I'm gonna go to my end step. I will have to bounce a land to my hand. It's gonna be snow-covered mountain. From there, I will pass the turn.
I will start with a forest for turn. We'll go 2 mana for a Twitching Doll, which taps for mana and puts a nest counter on it, and then I can sacrifice it to create a 2/2 spider for each counter on it. That does have 2 types, so we all get Boyd.
More bored.
More burb.
Are they?
Here, your choice.
I'll take this bird.
Sorry, Veggie, you don't get a choice. I wanted this guy. All right, so I will tap 2 more mana for another one of Veggie's favorite cards from the exact same set. Can you guess what it is? Duskmourn favorite cards. Artifact creature.
Twitching doll.
I did put 2
Marvin, Murderous Mimic. It has all the activated abilities of creatures that don't share a name with it. So that would be Twitching Doll. And now we all get another bird. This is going so well for me.
I now have 3 birds.
Oh, jeez.
Well, 4.
3 bird. Play 3 bird.
Bird, yeah.
Open this one.
2 at Veggie, 5 at Nick.
5 commander.
5 Commander, yes. And my whole plan is actually Voltron, so you're doomed.
All right, well, I will change the target of that attack to Spellskite.
Okay, that costs 2 life to do.
Okay, I will take the 5.
Pass.
All right, so I will go then blue with Exotic Orchard, and then 2, so I don't lose any life. I'm gonna play out a Bident of Thassa.
Oh, ew.
Bident of Thassa reads, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, I may draw a card. All right, I will be sending 2 birds over at Veggie, and my bird and my Triton Shore Stalker over at Nick.
Yeah, I can't block it.
All right, so Veggie, you'll take 4. Nick, you'll take 3. I will draw 4 cards.
Ew.
I am then going to discard cards to hand side. I'll get rid of a forest and an opulent palace, and I will pass turn.
Must be nice.
I'm gonna start by playing my commander. It's Play God, Lord of the Beach. When it enters, I draw a card for each creature I control with toughness greater than its power, and it can make things fight with their butt. I have 3 butts bigger than fronts, so I will draw 3 cards. I will move to combat. I still think that Gabe is mostly a problem, so I'll send 3 birds his way, and the Azure Beastbinder will go to Joe. So on attack, it is going to turn off Renmaw. So it is a 2/2 with no abilities until my next turn.
I mean, I cannot do anything about that. That's just happening, and I am extremely upset I cannot make more birds.
I'm so excited.
We need a little break from the birds right now.
I completely disagree.
So Veggie turns off Redmaw, and I think we're all super pumped. I know me personally, I don't have to dish out some damage to take care of the thing. We can just get rid of it, move on with our lives, and have no more of these stupid little birds. I'm sorry.
All right, so I'm taking 6.
Take 6, take 1. I'll play an Azorius Guildgate as land and pass.
First land for turn will be a snow-covered mountain. Second land for turn will be a terrain generator. You can tap it for generic, also for 2 and tap. You may put a basic land card from your hand into the battlefield tapped. Yeah, that's boys' night. Tap 4, cast the Regalia. It is a 4/4 legendary artifact vehicle. It has haste, and whenever it attacks, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and it has crew 1. So what I'm gonna do is use one of these birds to crew. I'm gonna swing my car at you, Joe, and my 2 birds at Gabe. So when you got a car full of boys heading at you with haste, all I gotta say is skirt, skirt. Trigger on attack. I will reveal lands, I will reveal cards until I hit a land. Ooh, Crucible Worlds, that's a great card. Right now. All right, Horizon of Progress. It enters the battlefield tapped. I will then shuffle these in a random order and put them on the bottom. of my library.
I'm glad Crucible of Worlds at the bottom now.
Yeah, that's for your guys' sake. That's where it belongs. That is where attacks are going.
All right, I have nothing.
Okay.
I'll take 4.
I will get run over by a car, which only does 4 damage somehow.
Skirt.
Second main phase, I will tap 1 and cast a Shadow Sphere. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has trample and lifelink. And also, for 1 generic, permanents your opponent's control lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Its equip cost is 2. That is going to be my turn. I will have to bounce a singular land to my hands because of Zell, and then I will pass.
I will go to combat. Veggie, you've done this. I will send 3 honkers your way.
All right, I'll get honked for 6.
I will pass the turn.
All right. I'm going to have to swing with the birds no matter what, but before we go to combat,
Facts.
I'm going to tap 2 for an Arcane Signet, and then tap another 2 for a Golgari Signet. I'm going to play as my land of turn a Sunken Hollow, which comes in untapped because I have an island and a swamp. So I'm going to move to combat, and Nick, I'm going to swing at you with my 2 goated birds.
All right, goated.
All right, without any blockers declared, I'm going to tap a blue and a black, and I'm going to ninjutsu out one of my birds for an Ingenious Infiltrator. It is a 2/3 ninja. Whenever a ninja I control deals combat damage to a player, I will draw a card. So that comes in tapped. So you're going to be hit for 4 still. Binding of Thassa is going to trigger. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Yuriko is going to trigger. I'm going to reveal the top card of my library. It's a land, so no one loses any life, and I put it into my hand still. And then Ingenious Infiltrator is going to trigger, and I'm going to draw another card. I'm going to discard the Temple of Mystery and pass turn.
I'm just going to play a Riptide Laboratory, which I can use to bounce a wizard I control to its owner's hand. I don't think you can ask for a better land than Riptide Laboratory for this deck, because now we can start looping Plagon to be able to draw a bunch of cards, which was just something we didn't have available until now. But I don't think I need to do that if I can just pay this 5 mana for a Conjurer's Closet. At the beginning of my end step, I can blink a creature. I'm going to go to combat. I'm gonna send the Beastbinder at Joe, and these 3 birds, we'll just even it out. 2 will go to Nick, and 1 will go to, no, all of them go to Gabe.
Yes! That's even.
The Beastbinder is going to turn off Red Maw.
I'm going to take 6.
Okay, and at the end of my turn, I'm gonna choose, I guess a creature that I have, an exile that returned to the battlefield under my control. And I'm gonna draw 3 cards. I'll pass.
Okay. First land for turn, Snow-Covered Mountain. Second land for turn, I'll play a Mystic Peak tapped. Not gonna pay the 3 life. I'll first crew my car with a bird. I will pay 2 to equip Shadow Sphere to my car.
That's
normal thing.
the car-wielding Shadow Spear driven by a bird.
I'll pay 3 to equip my Black Blade to my car.
Yeah.
It's a legendary.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna send my car, big old car, to Gabe, and my 2 birds over to Veggie. I will have a trigger from my car. I will reveal cards until I hit a land. No. Yes. Snow-Covered Land. Snow-Covered Mountain comes in tapped. I will put the other 2 on the bottom of my library in a random order.
I'll block with both my Baleful Strix and Yuriko.
Oh, sweet.
Block 4.
Okay. So I'm gonna gain 13, and it'll die.
And
I'm going to take 9.
I'll take 4 from birds.
I'll gain 13.
I'll go down to 9.
I will go to end step, bounce a Snow-Covered to my hand, and then pass.
On your end step, I have all this mana here, so of course I'm going to do something. We'll float a mana, put a nest counter here. Float a mana, put a nest counter here. With 2 floating mana, I'll untap.
Okay.
let's start my turn by paying 4 mana to cast an Elven Chorus. I can look at the top of my library at any time right now. I can cast creature spells from the top, and creatures I control have tapped to add any color mana, including my Boyds. Let's take a look-see.
Land.
Nailed it. Man, I wish I wasn't land on top. I will tap this and one of my birds here. 2 mana to play out a Coppermere, which taps for a green mana itself. I think it's good to, now that we have this here, to make sure I have access to lots of mana in case my deck has a lot of creatures on top, because that'd be ideal. And not this. Go to combat. I have 2 birds. I'm still PO'd at Veggie, so I'm gonna get in with these 2 birds at you, Veggie.
Yeah.
All right, we'll represent the 3 tapped ones like this. And then I will look at my top card to make sure it hasn't changed. Still bad, pass.
I'm gonna go to combat. Swing my 2/2 bird over at Nick.
Checks out.
With no blockers declared, I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to Ninjutsu in Nashi, Moon Sage's Scion. It's gonna hit you for 3. When it does deal combat damage to a player, each player exiles the top card of their library until end of turn. I may play one of those cards. If I do cast one of those spells that way, I may pay life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. I'm also gonna get a trigger off of Ingenious Infiltrator and draw a card, and get a trigger off of Biden of Thassa and draw a card.
All right, so now we each give you the top card?
Yes, everyone exiles the top card of the library. I may pay that. Land.
Ooh,
Path to exile. Ooh.
I like the initial excitement into a realization that this is terrible.
Yeah.
This is ideal, though. 1 life for this?
Keeping that 1 life is going to be more beneficial in the long run. So, I'm not going to cast any of those spells. I'll let them all stay in exile. Go to my second main phase. Yeah, I think best move to do is going to tap 2, going to play a Smoke Shroud targeting the Triton Shorestalker. So now it does have flying and is a 2/2. And then after that, I will pass turn.
Bird up.
I feel like there's a clear threat here.
Yeah, but I can't kill you.
Insane.
No. I think I'm going to save your life.
Ooh,
Ooh, what is this?
please do.
I'm just going to start with combat.
Stop looking over here.
I am just going to send all of these at Nick. So 6 in the air and 1 that you can't block. And I will turn off, I'll turn off Red Maul 1 more time because it's funny.
Well, it's not. I disagree.
I like that deal. Okay, how much that guy coming at me?
7.
7. Happily take that for the Renmon to be turned off.
I'll play a Sea Gate and name white so it now produces my colors. And then I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Expel the Interlopers. I choose a number between 0 and 10 and destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to the chosen number. I'm gonna pick 2. So destroy everything that has 2 or more power.
All right.
Oh, now Triton Shorestalker does die.
I can turn these into spiders, which also have
So the
two
birds
power.
die, right?
Yes,
birds
die.
die.
Everything dies.
All right. I actually like this. I'm pretty.
Not mad about that.
Yeah,
Not bad.
everybody gets a little bit more time to do stuff.
I'm a little mad.
I'll pass my end step and I will blink Plagon again and draw 3 cards.
Okay, now there's a clear threat.
That's my turn.
So I'll play land for turn. Only 1 currently because Commander's gone. Snow-covered mountain, of course. Since we are kind of reestablishing ourselves, I'm going to tap 3 red and cast Count on Luck. It is an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Hey, it's Phyrexian Arena in red, kind of. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pass, actually.
All right, let's untap, draw. Let's take a look at that top card. Okay, that's not a bad top card. Let's start by tapping 2 mana for a Sanctum Weaver, which makes mana equal to my number of enchantments, currently 2. I'll then pay 2 mana with my Golgari Rot Farm for a Farseek, which lets me go get something that is not a forest, but that's not how it's worded. But, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So a swamp.
I know there's not a duel to get. I've learned that lesson. Get this swamp tapped. And you know what? We're playing spells. Do I want to play this one? Yeah. We're playing spells. Let's play Mirror Retriever, which when it dies, it gets back an artifact from my graveyard to my hand. I have reestablished a board state. Hold on, I didn't look at the top card. Oh, I can't play that. Go ahead.
On your end step, I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to flash in a Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel. He is a 2/1 flyer, and whenever he does combat damage to a player, I put a chorus counter on it. I then draw a card and discard a card, and if there are 4 more chorus counters on Malcolm, I may cast a discard card without paying its mana cost. I'm going to play an island as my land for turn. I'm then going to go black, blue, 2, and I'm going to play out Kaito Dancing Shadow. Is a legendary planeswalker. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, I may return one of them to its owner's hand, and if I do, I may activate 2 loyalty counters this turn instead of only 1. I'm actually going to -2 Kaito right away, putting him down to 1, and that is going to get me a 2/2 colorless drone with Death Touch. And it also reads, whenever this creature leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 2 life and I gain 2 life. Gonna go to combat. I will swing Malcolm over at you, Nick.
Okay.
Cool. No blockers declared. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna ninjutsu out Okiba Gang Shinobi. It is a 3/2 rat ninja. Whenever it does combat damage to a player, that player discards 2 cards. Okay, as Okiba enters the battlefield, since it is a ninja, Smoke Shroud is going to go from the battlefield and attach itself to that creature.
I will have a response there.
Ooh.
I will crack Urza's Cave. 3. The Power of Lands.
What land could be winning?
Talon Gates of Madara. When Talon Gates of Madara enters the battlefield, phases 1 creature out. So I'm gonna phase out your little rat ninja there.
I don't think you will. I think you're going to phase out a Spellskite.
Oh!
I do love a tricky little Spellskite play, and this one works out great, because normally you're redirecting a removal spell, which means your Spellskite is dead, but we're just phasing out. And it means that Nick has to discard cards, and in a color that is not particularly good at drawing. I'm gonna activate this. I'll pay 2 life and change the target.
Okay, that happens.
So you will take 3 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to draw a card from Binding of Thassa.
And I'm gonna discard 2 cards at random.
You discard, it's just 2 cards.
Just 2 cards.
And you get 2 cards? Okay.
Yeah.
You choose.
Cavalier Flame and Suba.
All right, then after that, I will pass turn.
I'll play a Heap Gate, which can tap gates I control to make treasures. But now my Baldur's Gate is positive on mana.
Let's go.
I'm going to pay 2 to activate the Baldur's Gate to make 4 white mana. And Signet for 5. I'm going to play Goliath Paladin. It's a 3/6 with Vigilance, and when it enters, I take the initiative. So I will venture into the Undercity. So I'll start at the secret entrance, and I will search for a basic land. All right, I'm gonna find this beautiful island and put it into my hand.
Whose mom made that?
All right, I will go to combat. I think my only good attack here is the Beast Binder, and I'll send that at Joe. Oh, you can block it. I'll send the Azure Beastbinder at Nick for 1, and it's going to turn the Okiba Gang Shinobi into a textless 2/2.
Got it.
I'll take 1.
I will pass to my end step, and I don't think I need more cards, but I will blink this Goliath Paladin to again take the initiative, and we'll move to the Forge, because now I need to figure out, how do I kill you all? I will put 2 +1/+1 counters onto the Goliath Paladin and pass.
Okay. At upkeep, I will exile a card. I may play it this turn. That's nice. I will draw world map. So I will play a land for turn, snow-covered mountain. Tap 5 for Zell, my commander. I will use 2 mana to attach Shadowsphere to my commander. Go to end step, bounce Talongate to my hands. This will stay in exile. Then I will pass the turn.
I think my turn is pretty simple here. We go manas, and we just re-slam my grandma, Renma.
We don't make a bird.
She back, and we all get tapped Boyds.
Void.
Oh, I can play another spell here, because this taps for mana. 1, 2, 3 to cast Druid of the Elysian Grove. We get another tapped Boyd. I'm back in the game. Oh, with Alvin Course, I'll look at the top card of my library? Okay. Pass. On your upkeep, I'll look at the top card of my library.
I'll play out an island as my land for turn. So we'll go green, blue, black. And then 1, 2. I'm gonna play out my commander now. Felix 5 Boots. He's a 5/4 Ooze Rogue with Menace and Ward 2. If a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. I'm going to uptick Kaito by 1, which is up to 1 target creature can't attack or block your next turn. I'm gonna make it so that Zell can't attack or block until next turn. I am then going to go to combat, and I'm gonna swing my 2 birds and my 2/2 drone over at you, Nick.
Okay, well, no blocks.
Okay, with no blocks declared, I'm going to pop one of the birds.
Stop!
And I'm going to ninjutsu in a Prosperous Thief. It is a 3/2. Whenever one or more ninja or rogues I control deal combat damage to a player, I create a treasure token.
Okay, how much damage in total?
So that's going to be 7 now.
Okay. Take the 7.
So a couple of things are going to happen. All of these are going to get double because of Felix. So I'm going to bounce this back to my hand. Everyone's going to lose 2 life. I will gain 2 life, so I'll go up to 11. I am then going to draw 6 cards with Binding of Thassa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Prosperous Thief is going to trigger, and I'm going to draw, or not draw, I'm going to create 2 treasure tokens. So I will create 2 treasure tokens, tap a black, and I'm going to play a Scheming Symmetry. So Joe, me and you are going to be able to, what?
Give it to me.
No.
You have been swinging out at me and like threatening me all game? No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe, me and you are going to be able to search our libraries for a card and put that card on the top of our deck.
This is my favorite tutor of all time.
I love
I am
this
so
tutor.
happy.
All right, I'm going to put this on top of my library. And since I did bounce a creature with Kaito's ability, I'm going to be able to use another one of his loyalty counters. So I'm going to use a 0 loyalty to draw a card.
And while you're doing all that, I will get my card to put on top as well.
No, after that, I am going to pass, discard a hand size, a Call the Ring, Reliquary Tower, Demir Aqueduct, and Access.
Well, you get to keep those in your hand for a moment longer, because at your end step, I am going to cast a Ghostly Flicker to exile and return 2 artifact creature and or lands I control. So I'm going to target Plagon, and I'm just kidding, I don't need the counters. I'm gonna also target the Goliath Paladin.
Oh my god.
So these will exile and return. I'm going to draw 4 cards and move 1 more in the initiative. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't think there's anything I care about goading because Zell can't attack right now. So Joe, lose 5 life.
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, players at home. I know that you're thinking, you know, sequencing's important. But even Veggie, who is actually a pretty decent Magic player, forgets that the counters are going to be removed when he flickers it at the end step, which he knew about.
You gotta go somewhere.
Cut that down. At my upkeep, I will go to the archives and draw a card. I did need another card. And then I'll draw for turn. All right, first I'm gonna play a Planar Nexus, which is every non-basic land type, including Gate. So I will...
Going for a Gate win con right now?
Oh, it's never been done on the show. It's never been done, so I'm very tempted. But I'm going to activate Baldur's Gate for 5 mana for 5 blue. And I'm just gonna, on main phase, use 4 of it for Illusion Stratagem to, again, blink 2 creatures. It's same targets from your end step. Stratagem on the stack.
So I'm keeping my eye on everybody's non-basic land count for only one reason, because I have a little surprise in my hand that could do some serious damage, but at the same time, might even take some players out. It's a lot of damage to me as well, though. That's the problem. And I can't swing Zell.
I mean, if Veggie is knocked out of the game, I'll give you a turn of reprieve.
Oh, is that cool?
Yeah, I'll give you the return. If Veggie is removed from this game,
You won't
I
swing at
will
me?
not swing at you, yes.
Gabe might, though.
If you're about, are you gonna win on your turn though?
No. If Zell was in the game, yes, but Zell's not in the game, so.
So Zell's in the game, he just can't attack or block.
He's in the game, but he's limping.
Because, I mean, if you're gonna solve a problem and you're not the problem directly after, I won't swing at you.
Okay, tap 2, we're gonna see. We can cast Price of Progress, which is gonna hurt for me, but Price of Progress, it is an instant for 1 generic and 1 red. It deals 2 damage to each player for each non-basic land they control.
That's not nice, that will kill me.
I just feel like if I don't do this now, this turn is gonna be bonkers.
So I don't have a way to interact with this
Yet.
but we're gonna put something together.
You got options.
I got some options.
I would be shocked if you had nothing to cast.
I think it's a cast. In response,
Okay.
I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to cast a Cloud Shift to blink my Goliath Paladin.
Okay.
In response to that.
Oh!
Green, 1, and black. I'm gonna putrefy the paladin. Destroy target artifact or creature, it can't regenerate it.
Yes.
I'm gonna be for real. I got the petrify just to get rid of that black blade in case Nick swung at me again. But having to use it right now to stop Veggie from just going crazy, either way, I'm still in the game. It feels good.
I am going to pay 1 into the Azoria Signet to use the blue. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. I have 1 blue floating still from Baldur's Gate, so I'm going to use it to activate Spellskite because I don't want to pay any life for this.
Okay.
To redirect the Putrefy to Spellskite.
Yep.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
All right, so that dies.
Good riddance.
Cloud Shift resolves.
Cloud Shift resolves.
So Goliath Paladin will blink, enter, pushes me to Throne of the Dead 3, so I'm gonna look at 10 cards and put a creature onto the board. So here are 7 non-creatures. But I do have Felidar Guardian, Balden, and Commander Sophia de Guerra. I'm gonna choose Balden.
Interesting.
That card is cool as hell.
It is.
And does give me a win con. So as long as it's my turn, each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And when it attacks, up to 100 target creatures each get plus O plus X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in my hand, which is big.
Oh.
This will enter with 3 +1/+1 counters and is hexproof until my next turn.
Okay.
All right, and the way that I'm gonna live here is I'm gonna spend 1 mana to Swords to Plowshares, my own Goliath Paladin.
Oh.
So I'll gain 3 life to go to 17. This will be exiled, but I don't have a better way to live, so I'm good for price of progress to resolve.
Yeah, so you'll take 16.
I'll take 16.
I'll take 2.
I'll take 8.
And then finally, Illusionist Stratagem will resolve. It still has one of its targets on board, so I'm going to blink Plagon, draw a card, and then draw more cards. 1, 2, 3 more cards. I'm going to propose this. Right now, I could kill both of you,
True.
but that's not the best for me.
Okay.
I will leave you alive. Help me to knock down Joe's life total.
Okay.
I'm not even saying how you need to do that or any specifics. I just need this to not be 23. I am super killable, but I'm saying instead of using your resources to kill me in this next rotation, you send stuff at Joe.
Can you get rid of my birds?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is one thing I have to throw out just to remember. If Veggie is alive, I can still attack. That is the only thing from our deal. I said if Veggie was dead, that I would not attack you. So that is the only thing you need to remember.
I also agree. I think that I said if you got rid of Veggie.
Yeah. If the Veggie is gone, then you are free from my attacks.
So I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3 for Deputy of Detention.
Oh, money.
When it enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls and all other non-land permanents that player controls with the same name as that permanent until Deputy of Detention leaves the field. I will target Nick's bird,
Okay.
and it will exile the rest of them.
Okay, gone.
So going to combat, I will send 1 bird at Nick, 1 bird at Gabe, and the Azure Beastbinder now has a free attack on Joe. It will turn off Renmaw.
I'll take 2.
I am going to, in response to attacks, flash in Malcolm and block with it.
Sick.
Yeah, I'll take the 1.
Now I will pass to my end step and blink Deputy of Detention. And I will target Joe's bird. So those are both gone now.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Pass the turn.
Count on luck trigger. I will pay 1, tap, sack, Horizon of Progress to draw a card. Cast a Soul Ring. Why not?
Broken.
So I'll tap the Soul Ring and these 2 over here and cast Sad Robot. When Sad Robot comes into play, you may search your library for a basic land card and put that card into play tapped. If you do, shuffle your library, and then when it's put into a graveyard from play, you may draw a card. So I will look for that basic there and put it into the battlefield tapped. Hey, look, there's one right there. It won't matter, but I'm gonna tap 3 and attach Blackblade Reforged to Zell. And from there, I will pass the turn.
I will tap for a grand total here of 8 mana and cast Azuri's Predation, which will make me a 4/4 for every creature my opponents control, and then those 4/4s will fight. I had a few very strong choices that I could have gotten with the Scheming Symmetry, but I think the Azuri's Predation for the one-sided board wipe is the way to go, as they'll put me so far ahead, I can't lose.
This seems bad for us.
I like it.
Any responses, or do we just
I have no responses.
Veggie?
I'm gonna respond by casting an Ephemerate. I'm going to exile and return the Deputy of Detention. This will then rebound at my upkeep if I get there. So exit and return, and this is going to exile the Okiba Gang Shinobi.
Okay. So that'll be exiled.
So
Smoke
now,
Shroud will fall off and go to the graveyard.
now when Joe fights this deputy, you will get this back.
Oh, okay.
So,
And you also get one less creature.
so it's going to be a total of
3 from here.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 total.
And then we can go one by one and see what happens. So this just dies. Boop. This just dies. This is a tray. We'll go down to 9. This just dies. This just dies. This just dies.
And then this will return.
And then my Smoke Shroud will come back onto the battlefield and attach it to the Okiba.
Strangely, nothing dies. This just dies. My beast dies. And then Solemn dies.
When that enters the graveyard, I'll draw a card.
All right, so I have a grand total of 4 attackers. I can only choose to kill one person. So I will head to combat. Veggie, I will send these 3 at you.
Before you make your decision,
I think I will still kill you. Even with that information. I think my choice is these 3 at Veggie.
I will,
Kill the Copper Mirror.
yes, I will block the Copper Mirror.
It is dead.
I will take my final points of damage.
Kicking and screaming.
You do get the initiative.
Oh! I will get this forest, and I'll actually play the forest for turn. This also resets the top of my library, which I will look at. Still bad. Okay, cool. From one bad card to another. And then I will pass.
I'm gonna start by zeroing Kaito, drawing a card. So I'm gonna tap 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm gonna Cipher Stolen Identity. Now, Stolen Identity is I may put a token onto the battlefield that is a copy of target artifact or creature. I'm going to create a copy of Shadow Spear. I'm going to pay 2, equip Shadow Spear to Okiba. Okay, cool. Okiba is a 4/3 with flying. And then I'll Cipher onto Okiba as well. I am then going to go to combat. I'm going to swing Okiba over at you, Joe. That's gonna be 5 in the air because of Shadow Spear. So when it deals combat damage, a couple things are gonna happen. I'm gonna draw a card with Biden of Thassa. I'm gonna gain 5 life.
I'm gonna take 5.
I'm going to make a copy, because I'm gonna be able to recast Stolen Identity. I'll create a copy of the Black Blade. You get to discard 2 cards.
That's bad.
And I will take the initiative. So I don't know what this does, but
You will get to search for a land.
reveal it,
Basic
put it
land.
into your hand and shuffle. All right, found this. I will grab a swamp. I'll put that into my hand. And then I'm going to actually get a Kaito trigger. I'm gonna bounce Okiba to my hand. These are all going to fall off. I'm gonna read +0 Kaito, draw an extra card. I am then going to tap 3, pay 4 life for a Toxic Deluge.
Oh, no, this is so devastating. I had a way to just deal infinite damage in my hand, and it's gone. I don't think I can win now. I'm in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I mean, that's just wrecks me, yeah.
Yeah. So, all creatures of yours die, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow.
I do have a trigger on my Mirror Retriever here.
Wow.
To return something from the graveyard.
That's what you top decked? Wow.
I'm gonna choose to put the Rendmaw into my hand. There's not really anything better to do here with it.
Then I'm going to just pass turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Wow.
7.
I'm gonna
Discard a swamp.
Okay, the tables have greatly turned.
Again, I get a turn of immunity. Please don't kill me.
Okay, I will get a trigger on Count on Luck. It is a snow-covered land. Snow-covered mountain. I will draw. Yeah, I will play snow-covered mountain from exile. First land, return.
I'm so dead. It's not even funny.
This, how many, you're, okay, you have no cards in here, basically.
No, I have my commander.
I will swing at you.
17?
17.
I have, this is my hand. Okay. I am super dead, yeah, good.
I will gain 17.
Oof.
I would not have guessed any of this.
We're gonna cook here.
You're gonna pass turn and let me live.
I said I'll give you a turn. 3, 4, 5. Casting Pinnacle Monk. When it enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. I told you I would give you a turn cycle.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
true.
gonna kill you on your turn with Price of Progress. That is gonna return to my hands. Your turn.
All right.
Upkeep.
Untap.
Wait, there's an untap.
Oh, there's an untap.
At your upkeep before you draw.
Upkeep.
I'm going to tap 2 and attempt to cast Price of Progress.
In response, I'm gonna tap 2 and I'm gonna Arcane Denial that.
So much spice going on here.
Okay.
Deflecting swat. Deflecting swat.
I wish. Okay, that happens.
You really thought I didn't have any counter spells in a blue deck? I had at least 1 or 2 or 17. I don't know how many I put in. Also on my upkeep, I'm going to go to, I'm gonna take the initiative. I'm the green one. I'm going to go to the Lost Well and scry 2. So let's see what we have here. Okay, we're gonna put those both on the bottom because neither of those help me right now. I'm then going to draw my card. I'll play out a forest as my land for turn. Let's get one thing out of the way because this is gonna have to go no matter what. Tap 2, Lightning Greaves.
There we go.
Yes. Now, I'm gonna tap 3. I'm gonna play Trigon Predator. When Trigon Predator deals combat damage to a player, I may destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls.
There it is.
I am then going to pay 2. You only make red, so I actually don't want that. Pay 2 to equip the Shadow Spear to Trigon Predator. I am then going to go equip Lightning Greaves to Trigon Predator. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna swing 3 at you in the air. On combat damage, I'm gonna draw a card with Bident of Thassa. Okay. I'm then going to destroy
Blackblade.
the Blackblade, yeah. Actually, no, get rid of the thing that gives you lifelink.
Okay.
I'm gonna bounce this to my hand. Kaido is gonna be able to get 2 activations. I'm gonna +1 him twice. Both those creatures cannot attack or block. I'm then going to
Let's see if I can do it.
tap 3, crack a treasure, replay the Trigon, go to re-equip Lightning Greaves.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Okay.
Draw the card.
Untap. Upkeep. I'll draw my card first off of Arcane Denial.
2 cards.
2 cards?
Yep.
Okay, 2 cards, and draw 2 cards,
one.
and then I will exile and count on luck, and then I'll go to draw a card.
He probably has
Normal
a Suvin in
card.
hand.
I'm gonna go tap. I can't attack you, but I can cast this.
Oh.
I will aim a flame using Zell,
Yep.
dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 each of the creatures.
Just creatures?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, my Trigon's dead.
Okay, so that happens. This is awkward. Land for turn, untapped, create a 0/1, or sorry, a 1/1 dwarf creature token. Lastly, before I pass the turn, I'm going to tap 2 and cast a Ruby Medallion, and then I'll send it over to you, Gabriel.
All right.
And end of turn, I'm going to bounce the Dwarven Mind to my hand.
I'm going to untap. Are you gonna do anything on my untap phase?
I am not. You're good to
Okay.
draw.
Perfect. Oh, before I draw though, I am going to take the initiative and I'm gonna go to stash, which will create me a treasure token. So that gives me 1 extra little resource right there. Now I'm going to draw. I will play a swamp as my land for turn. I am actually going to then go and -2 Kaito. That is going to let me create a 2/2 drone with Death Touch again. I'm going to pay 2 mana to equip the Shadow Spear to my drone. I'm then going to go tap 7 to equip the Black Blade to the drone. And then I'm going to go to equip Lightning Greaves to the drone.
So I'm going to tap 4 and going to put Talon Gate from my hand onto the battlefield, targeting the drone, which will phase it out.
Got it. So this is all phased out. I'm then going to go tap an island, and I'm going to play a Mistcloak Herald. I'm going to move the Lightning Greaves onto the Mistcloak Herald. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing 1 over at you with the Mistcloak Herald.
Okay. I will.
You can't block.
Unblockable.
It is unblockable.
Okay.
On combat damage, you're going to take 1.
Okay.
Buying a Thas is going to trigger. I'm going to draw a card. Kaito's going to trigger. I'm going to put the Mistcloak Herald back into my hand. I'm going to be able to activate Kaito 1 more time. I'm going to uptick Kaito to make it so that Zell can't attack or block.
Okay.
I'm then going to crack my treasure for a blue, replay my Mistcloak Herald, tap 2 for a Dimir Signet. Go to equip Lightning Greaves. Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Count on luck. Nice. Draw. I'm going to play first land for turn. It's going to be Valakut. Enters the battlefield tapped. Whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, if you control at least 5 other mountains, you may have Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle, deal 3 damage to any target. First land. Second land is going to be Dwarven Mine, which is a mountain.
Take 3.
So take 3 to the dome. Trigger, gonna create another dwarf. 3 Burnished Heart. And that's gonna be game. Because what I'll do is does it enter?
Yeah, that works.
So I'm going to tap 3, sacrifice it, get 2 basics, they're both gonna be mountains, and I'll do 6 to your face.
That does it. Good game.
What a game.
Yeah.
That was, the Valakut was my top deck, I just want to say. Like, that was my top deck. Like, I did not have that in my hand at all. Like, wow.
What a game.
Beautiful.
Wow, that was amazing overall. Like, I was happy losing that game, honestly. Like,
Likewise,
that was the game respect game. Wow.
Game respect game.
Wow.
The E Honda triggered off like me singing a song from like my early childhood.
Which was like, what, 2010?
I was 11 at that year.
Yeah. We got him, boys.
Damn it, how dare I not be born earlier? I never actually experienced the recession, only through my parents. Honestly, I can't be mad about anything at all. My deck did what it wanted to do, which was play a bunch of ninjas and do some really fun combat attacks, and that's what I did. Yeah, I lost to lands, but ultimately everyone does.
Don't forget to support your favorite Commander show by doing something you were going to do anyway, and that's buy Magic singles. And you can do so by using our sponsor, TOA.
It really is that easy, and Tales of Adventure has a wide selection of singles from the most basic printings all the way through the most premium versions. And they've also started stocking sealed product now, so you don't need to go anywhere else for anything Magic.
And you get 5% off your entire order when you use code DECKEDOUT at checkout.
And you should know by now, the link is down in the description, right there.
This is not gonna make the camera, but we're talking about the song Legs by ZZ Top, which is about flamingos actually, if you didn't know.
ZZ Top, famous flamingo lover.
Big fan.
I like that you referred to ZZ Top as one person.
Yeah, Mr. Top.
Mr. Top.
Please, ZZ's my father. Top deck of the century. I'm gonna remember this game forever. I can't believe I pulled that Valakut. And not only that, I also had the Burnished Heart, which got me the 6 damage I needed to take Gabe out. Honestly, did I think I was gonna win? Absolutely not. I'm happy to win, but just having such an incredible back and forth with all these players, I was happy to be here. I was happy losing to Gabe. I figured I was going to, but Can't be mad at a Valakut into a Burnished Heart, just winning with some good old-fashioned lightning bolt damage.
If you're building decks and you're not using Moxfield, then I feel bad for you. It just is the best tool for organizing, customizing, and collaborating on all of your decks.
In fact, it's the only way that our team can keep up with building sometimes over 20 decks per month. And it's the way that we can share our deck lists with you in a nice, easy format.
You can always support the show too, just by following us on Moxfield, where you can find every deck that's ever been on the show.
So what has just occurred here is that a car with taped to one side a Shadow Spear and a Black Baber Forge on the other side smashed into a bird and a human and exploded from it.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, because the
That's because birds can't drive. This happens every time a bird drives.
Birds aren't real.
the bird was lethal and its poison murdered the car.
The birds aren't real. They're just shadow spies given up by Renma.
During this game, everybody had a game-winning board state, but only one deck could win, and Nick excelled to the finish line.
Ultimate Guard is the industry leader in TCG accessories.
And Ultimate Guard products are the way that all three of us on the Decked Out team are able to organize, protect, and display our collections. And they're the best way to show off all of our cards on camera for you.
So make sure you use the link down below in the description to support the show and pick yourself up some amazing upgrades.
All right. What am I gotta shut something down. And I think it's Renma.
No!
It is.
I think it's Renma.
Not my grandma Renma.
What?
Grandma Renma.
Aw, but I was just not ready for an Azuri's Predation at that point, and it was right to take me out first because I still had the resources to win the game on my next turn. I might have been playing the booty deck, but I was the one that got donked.
We'd like to wrap up the video by thanking our patrons and YouTube members. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to film these episodes.
Yeah, that's right. It is specifically thanks to patrons and YouTube members like you, Jeff, that we're able to make this show weekly, and that is huge. Thank you.
And don't forget, if you're not a part of the show, you can join the Patreon with the link down below in the description, unlock those exclusive perks, monthly signed tokens from us and our guests. You can even have us play your deck list here on the show. But if Patreon is not your thing, you can also check out the link for our Ko-fi, where you can grab some tokens, stickers, or even playmats to support the show.
And of course, Jeffany, you can always support the show by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. That's all we've got for you for today. We'll see you next time on
Decked Out.